Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you stopping by our little spot to hang out with us today. If you like the music on this channel, go to our YouTube music channel at Drizzlerworks Music, or just click on the link in this video. There we have calming and study music to chill out to or for your next grind. Your support helps us reach good people like yourself. So with that said, have you ever noticed how much of your day is spent thinking about what other people think of you? Maybe you replay conversations over and over, wondering if you sounded smart enough or funny enough. Maybe you worry about whether a social media post will get enough likes. Perhaps you look to your boss, your friends, or even strangers for little signals that you're doing fine. If any of this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Seeking approval is one of the most universal human experiences. But what often goes unnoticed, and what I want to shine light on today, is the darker side of this habit, the hidden costs of constantly chasing validation. On the surface, approval feels good. It feels safe. Getting that nod, that smile, that like tells us we belong, that we're accepted, that what we're doing is enough. Our brains are wired to crave it. It's rooted in survival. In early human communities, belonging meant protection. Being left out meant danger. So of course we've inherited this pull toward approval. But here's the thing. In the modern world, constantly seeking approval can create more harm than help. The risks don't always show up right away. They creep in quietly, shaping your choices, your confidence, and even your identity. Let's start with the first hidden risk, the erosion of authenticity. When you live for approval, you often shapeshift into what you think others want you to be. You tailor your words, your actions, even your goals, around the idea of pleasing others. Over time, that chipping away at your true self leaves you feeling empty. You might achieve success on paper, but deep down you know it's not built on your real values. That gap between who you are and who you pretend to be can lead to resentment, burnout, and a very uneasy question. If people like me for the mask I wear, do they really like me at all? The second risk is dependency. Every time you get external affirmation, your brain gets a hit of dopamine. And like any reward system, you start to crave more. But the flip side is just as powerful. When approval doesn't come, or when criticism shows up, you feel crushed. Your mood, your motivation, your self-worth all get tied to factors that are completely out of your control. That dependency makes it harder and harder to find stability within yourself. Instead of being grounded by who you are, you're tossed around by every opinion that comes your way. Now let's talk about decision-making. Here's the third risk, distorted priorities. Approval seeking can quietly hijack your choices. Instead of asking, what do I genuinely want? You ask, what will make people approve of me? That distortion influences careers, relationships, even lifestyle decisions. You might take a job because it looks prestigious, not because it brings fulfillment. You might stay silent in a conversation because you fear judgment, missing the chance to speak your truth. In the long run, this misalignment builds regret because you realize you've been living a life someone else designed. The fourth risk often shows up in your relationships. Ironically, chasing approval can make connections less authentic. When you're overly worried about being liked, you're less likely to share boundaries, express needs, or show vulnerability. Instead, you present a polished version of yourself, or you overgive in hopes of being appreciated. While this might win short-term validation, it distances you from real intimacy. Healthy relationships thrive on honesty, not on constant people-pleasing. Another subtle danger is stagnation. Seeking approval often discourages risk-taking. If your self-worth depends on others clapping for you, stepping out of line feels terrifying. You might avoid creative projects, new ventures, or bold moves in your career because failure could mean rejection. And yet growth always includes mistakes and setbacks. By avoiding them, you limit your own growth, staying small to stay safe. That sense of playing small eventually turns into frustration, a feeling that you're capable of more, but trapped by invisible chains. Let's pause for a moment. I'm not saying all desire for approval is bad. We all need feedback, encouragement, and community support. But the key is balance. The question is, am I guided by my inner compass, or am I controlled by the need for external validation? When it tilts too far toward the latter, that's when the unseen risks I've mentioned begin to take root. Now here's the hopeful part. You can break free from this cycle. It starts with awareness. Begin noticing the moments when you're adjusting your choices for approval. Ask yourself, is this what I truly want? Or is this just what I think others expect? That kind of mindful pause creates space for authenticity. Another powerful step is building self-approval through self-trust. Instead of waiting for someone else to tell you you're enough, practice telling yourself. Keep small promises to yourself and follow through on them. Over time, those acts of integrity create an inner sense of worth. It's like building a muscle. The more you strengthen it, the less dependent you are on external applause. It also helps to redefine failure. If you see failure as rejection, you'll always seek shelter and approval. But if you frame failure as learning, you'll find courage to act, no matter who's watching. Approve of yourself for showing up, for trying, for daring. Because those are the qualities that lead to genuine growth. Finally, nurture relationships where honesty is valued over performance. Surround yourself with people who appreciate the unfiltered you, not just the polished version. In that space, you'll grow more confident that you are worthy of love and respect, exactly as you are. At the end of the day, approval feels good, but freedom feels better. Living authentically, making decisions that align with your truth, and finding steady confidence within yourself will always outlast the temporary high of validation. When you stop chasing approval, you start living your own life. And that's the most liberating approval of all. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe. I have more videos, so feel free to watch them as well. I appreciate each and every one of you. God bless you. See you in the next video.